This is the time and place for a city commission meeting on Monday, October 23rd, 2023. Roll call, please.
Smith.
Here.
Wainwright.
Here.
Gregg.
Here.
Harvey.
Here.
Mayor Harrington.
Here. Join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Agenda approval. Is there any additions or deletions to the agenda tonight from the commission?
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Harvey. Need a second on that item.
Second.
Second, Commissioner Smith. Okay, moving on to public forum. Roll call, I'm sorry, roll call.
Smith.
Aye.
Wainwright.
Aye.
Gregg.
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Mayor Harrington.
Aye. Okay. Public forum. Public forum is limited to a maximum of 3 minutes per person. Please state your name and address for the record. Is there anybody here for public forum? Does the commission have anything they would like to say tonight? Seeing none, is there anybody here tonight that would like to come up to the podium for a public forum statement? Seeing none, we'll move on. The city commission adjourns to convene as a board of adjustment for the following public hearing. To consider a variance request filed by Jonathan Reeves to allow a church and related uses and services at 98 Dakota Avenue North, which is not permitted by zoning. At this time, I'm going to ask Julie to tell us what we got going on in this situation.
Sure, so the pastor and his wife are here, and she acted as interpreter last time coming in, and one of the owners is here. And we did explain at the last meeting, the building official said that a set of plans would be required. So we need time to do a review before a building permit can be issued. And then they would need to work with a design professional, as the building might need to be updated to be compliant with building codes. There are certain things that are needed depending on the use and that. So sometimes some changes might need to be made with that. Otherwise, the city planner did recommend approval. All the setbacks are met. They're not gonna add on to the building itself. There's plenty of parking and would be plenty of seating in there for the amount of parishioners that they have.
Are they buying the building or renting the building?
Lease. It'll be a lease here.
Lease? Okay.
Okay.
That doesn't make any difference, but I just want to know that. Okay, do we have people who want to talk about it tonight? Does the minister want to talk? Does Cody want to talk?
Do you guys have anything to add to your request? Okay.
Okay. All right, then we'll move on.
Mayor, I move for approval.
Move for approval by Commissioner Smith,
Second.
second by Commissioner Weinrich. Any discussion on this item from the commission?
I would just add it for clarification on my motion that they comply with what the building inspector and planners request are.
Absolutely. Has anybody else got any addition or questions?
They, like the planner and inspector said, consistent with our recent ones, again, we all love to have retail stores in all these spaces, but it's better that they get utilized than sit empty at the same time.
Okay. This is a variance, and all variances are required to have four-fifths, two-fifths vote on this. So at this time, we'll ask for a roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Wainwright.
Aye.
Gregg.
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Mayor Harrington.
Aye. Okay, that item passed. Thank you for your people for coming in.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yep, sounds good, thank you.
All right. Thanks, Julie.
You bet.
Okay, we're going to reconvene in the city commission. for the adjustment. Okay. Moving on to the consent agenda. Matters appearing on the consent agenda are expected to be non-controversial and will be acted upon by the commission at one time without discussion unless a member of the commission requests an opportunity to address any given items. Items removed from the consent agenda will be discussed at the beginning of the formal items. 6.1, a proclamation for the National Veterans Small Business Week. And that proclamation, that Small Business Week will be the October 30th through November 3rd. 6.2, minutes of the October 16th, 2023 City Commission meeting. 6.3, fuel quotes for city departments. 6.4, special event on sale beverages license filed by Top Floor Events for the Chamber Mixer on November 14th, 2023 at Mattress by appointment 380 Dakota Avenue South. 6.5, personnel recommend posting internally at the fire department for a fire captain position. 2, recommended full-time status of human resource manager Shauna Starrett, effective October 10th, 2023. 3, recommend the full-time status of 9/11 telecommunicator Claire Mendel, effective October 16th, 2023. And 4, recommend changing the classification of Dwayne Bennett from traffic maintenance 1 to traffic maintenance 2, retroactive to October 8th, 2023. Number 6.6, payment of the bills. I entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Move to approve.
Move to approve, Commissioner Harvey, need a second.
Second.
Need a second by Commissioner Smith. Roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Weinreich.
Aye.
Bragg.
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Mayor Harrington.
Aye. Moving on to bid quote items, I'm going to call on our Assistant City Engineer, Dennis Bennett, to talk to us about 7.1.
Thank you, Mayor, Commissioners. This is just a progress payment for the solid waste transfer station they're building east of town. They've been doing a lot of dirt work and putting up some forms for concrete and making progress, so recommend approval.
Need a motion to approve?
Move to approve.
Move to approve.
Second.
Commissioner Bragg, second, Commissioner Weinrich. All right, any discussion on this item? Seeing none, roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Weinreich.
Aye.
Bragg.
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Mayor Harrington.
Aye. Moving on to petitions and communications. I'm going to call on our Finance Director, Pauline Carey, to explain to us what 8.1 is.
Thank you, Mayor. This is a license for Genesis Farms at their location at West Park. This is a license that, when we talked about it, kind of a timeline I had Kelly put together for me, and we looked at our ordinances because they hadn't went into business right away within 6 months, which we felt was a fair time. So we talked about that in January about changing our ordinance, and we did that effective April of this year. Gave him till October 1st to open. What we found is that he did open on October 1st, but he opened without a city license. So we had to shut that down and go through the process of a city licensing. So he has done that. We've done the due diligence of background checks, his license with the state, everything is approved there. So at this point, we recommend approval. We've received no comments or anything, so the finance office at this point recommends approval.
Any more discussion on this item?
I have a couple of questions.
Sure.
You want us to?
You can ask a question. I understand that you're going to come up to answer questions. Come on up, sir. Emmett, come on up. I haven't seen you in a while.
Good evening.
Hello. Yeah, so my question was pertaining to when you had opened on October 1st. Can you maybe explain to us how that happened and why it happened?
Yeah, we did make a mistake, and this is a first for me, to be honest, so I am embarrassed, but I appreciate the staff's willingness to work with me as soon as we found out. Because it was so long, I was under the impression we had obtained all the local city approvals that were necessary, and I take, full responsibility for that. I was in communication with Mr. Cranston. I know he's out right now with health issues, and he's been incredibly helpful. And I guess what I didn't do was circle the wagon to check in with, other departments in City Hall. Cause he had even came into the store the day before we opened and said it looked good and we were good to go and that sort of thing. But I made a mistake and I apologize to the city for that. During that short time, we were otherwise fully compliant, and all of our staff did have background checks completed, just not through the city. So we do internally background checks to satisfy the state law as well. I think another part of it was we were scrambling to get that construction work done. I was in there for a few days helping the contractors myself. And just so it's on the record, the reason it took so long to get the build out completed was largely because of all the other projects across the state that we have. Kind of the first phase was building out the production facility, which took over a year and a half. It's the largest one in the state and allows us to provide a wide variety of different types of products, including non-smokable products. So that's really where our focus was, and retail kind of came later. So I know other folks have been open for much longer, but I don't think they went through the same hoops we did on the production side of things, and we had to have that done first. So we have been working urgently, I assure you that, and I know there's a lot of patients here that are really glad we're here too, to give them those types of products.
I just want to know one more thing. This is a new license, but they also renew. So the renewals will be coming out. We'll be sending out that paperwork in November for next year. They renew on January 1.
Very good. And I will get that in right away. Thank you so much.
Yeah, any other questions? Seeing none, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
I would move to approve.
move to approve, Mr. Bragg, I need a second on this item.
Second.
Second, Commissioner Weinrich. Call for a roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Weinreich.
Aye.
Gregg.
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Mayor Harrington.
Aye. Thank you.
Thank you.
We pass. Okay, now we're gonna move on to